Hey guys, Stealth here, welcome back. It's episode 2 of the French 1930 campaign. I have a very big fight ahead of me. We are clashing with what seems to be primary Austro-Hungarian fleet. It's the Gosrith, which is it's probably one of my best battleships. It's armed with 12 16-inch guns, escorted by 1 heavy cruiser, 2 lights and 4 destroyers, but the enemy fleet is larger. They have 2 battleships. This is the Erzherzog Friedrich and the Francis. This one's armed with 8 16-inch guns. This one is armed with a further 8 16-inch guns in the same class. They're not that fast. Fortunately, I can see all of this before the battle starts. They're not that fast. They have many bulkheads. They got a bunch of secondary 8-inch guns, 4-inch, 3-inch, 2-inch, etc. They even got a battlecruiser there with 8 14-inch guns. Then they have 1 heavy cruiser, the Lucin, 12 9-inch guns, as well as a lot of torpedo tubes, Meteor, 16 torpedo launchers, and 10 7-inch guns. That goes for the Store and the Zenta as well. And they have 5 destroyers. This is going to be a hell of a fight. Let's see. Let's see. This is probably going to get pretty rough. I'm going to have to clean up that division of theirs, that formation, using my torpedoes. Now, we haven't seen this ship in fight yet. This is the Gosrith. They have she has 16-inch guns in ABX format, 8-inch gun on the stern, and a bunch of 3-inchers. She's heavily protected to go broadside, 15-inch armor belt, or 15.5. And with these 16-inch guns, as well as a very, very potent shell, I hope to do a lot of damage at long range. Now, the enemy is spotted to the south. I'm going to angle the ship slightly and set her to standard speed. The destroyers, as I have learned in the last battle, should not be set to screening the force. They should be set forward. We're going to disband the division. I want you, Nielsen, to go with the Sebastian Meurer. And we got the Pew and Richardson. I'm going to ideally reverse that div so that the Richardson follows the Pew. There. No torpedoes unless I say so. I want to try and torpedo from 2 different angles, one from here, one from there, creating a sort of a cross torp. The Shankar, Karuppiah, and the Madison. These ships are all named after patrons. Link down below to my Patreon program in case you want to get your ship in the game as well. They are mostly designed to deal with smaller threats, so for now I'm going to tell them to screen the battleship. I don't currently need them, but what I do need them to do is just make sure that the battleship does not take a hit. Screen the battleship, thank you. The Minstrel Duck, heavy cruiser, is going to follow the battleship, and I think that's the entirety of my fleet. So now let's see where the enemy is. They've already spotted me? How? How did they do that? I set all these guys to torpedo avoidance, by the way. Because I didn't do that last time and I paid a hefty price for it. What the hell? I have a radar rangefinder, generation 1. I have a stereoscopic 5 rangefinder. I have a very advanced tower. How am I not seeing these ships? It's not like the weather conditions are terrible. Ah. There you were. Okay. You're a big ship and you're broadside. That's not necessarily a great start for you. We're going to have the OPU and the Richardson move to the position where they're likely going to be. They have torpedo launchers out to 12.7, which in this case is not necessarily going to do me any favors. The thing is, I have to use the sneaky torps, otherwise they simply don't hit the target. That's my biggest concern. They won't hit the target, because the sneaky torps are really the only way that I've found to actually get torpedoes to come close to the enemy. Okay, one of their ships has already been previously engaged and has taken some battle damage. Let's switch targets here, because on this target we might be able to inflict further flooding, although this one Just took some flooding already. The battlecruiser has also been previously encountered. Not by me, but potentially by the Italians, as the A turret's been damaged and they looks to be a little short of some structural integrity. Operating at very great range here. Fighting over 25 kilometers, give or take. Close. Close. Keep it up. Range, 20 kilometers out. We have found some destroyers here. No, light cruisers, actually. Light cruisers. This is the ones with the 7-inch guns and a whole slew of... No, not a slew of torpedo launchers, just 4 per side. 8 per side. There. That's when the minstrel duck comes into play. She's going to deal with those light cruisers. Although right now, I think they're not that big of a threat yet. I'm going to set my light cruisers forward just to make sure that I get some more torpedo warning. They get sonar too. Come on, get some damage in. Chance to hit's only 1.5%, so I'm not that likely to get a really good hit. At least not many good hits. What I really like about the Austro-Hungarian formation here is that their capital ships are moving away from their escorts. And by doing so, they're making themselves an easier target to get hit by torpedoes. Yes, partial pen. Nice shot. Alright, I want the minstrel duck to approach the light cruisers as well. That's your primary target. You guys are going to continue on. We got these destroyers here, which also should be moving towards the rest of the fleet. The destroyers are taking some fire, which probably means that one or more secondary batteries are starting to get interested in these destroyers. Yeah, it's the secondaries from the lead battleship. A 16-inch shell slams through the deck of the Gosrith and deals some damage. But I've repaid the favor against one of their light cruisers, dealing light damage there. Range, 13 clicks. Is there any decent chance that I can hit that? It's a fairly small target, but it's not smoked up at the moment. Let's get you guys smoked up and go after the light cruiser. Chance to hit 2%. I only need to get lucky once with these big shells. Because I have my shells doing very nice 1600 damage. And I've designed them to be very useful against light cruisers and smaller ships. So light cruisers and destroyers. And at a range of 12.5 kilometers, I can do about 8 inches of pen. Which should be more than sufficient to deal with a couple of light cruisers here. That was a hit from the 9-inch guns. That's the minstrel duck fighting. The minstrel does not have HE, which is nearly good enough, but her AP is. So we're going to continue on. The OPU and the Richardson are still under fire. It's good that they keep distracting / forcing the enemy away. Turn more towards them and close the distance. The Karuppiah and Madison should now be screening for the Gosrith and torpedo problems. Or potential torpedo hazards. Go on. No, so close. Karuppiah, take that target. There's another light cruiser over there, but it's been extremely badly damaged and cannot keep up with the rest of the fleet. What's your range to the target now? 13? 13.5. What is that? That's a heavy cruiser. Yep, that's the guns, the 12 9-inchers. As well as torpedo launchers. Good, it's not a threat. The destroyers are coming under a lot of fire from the battleships. And I like that, because it means that the battleships are not working over my battleship right now. And the Gosrith can deal with some of the light cruisers. Boom! Headshot. That was 2,900 damage on one of the light cruisers, knocking the ship out in one swoop. The question is, did you or did you not get your torpedoes away before causing that sinking? I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. But I'm not seeing any torpedo warnings just yet, despite having very good sonar on the Shankar, the Madison, and the Minstrel. Range to the target is now 12-2. Soon, I'm going to be capable of launching torpedoes at this ship, but right now, not yet. Not yet. Because they're heading away. I need to be a bit more patient. Boom! 400 damage. 16-inch overpen. The light cruiser Meteor has not launched torpedoes. This is excellent news. She was probably not yet in range by the time that she sunk. So I don't have to worry about torpedoes from the Meteor yet. The store could still send torpedoes. But by the looks of it, might be dead by the time that she's able to. Now, the Shankar has the secondary, has the mains 7s and 5s. She has that mixed setup. And this is going to come in particularly useful against this light cruiser, especially the 7s. I'm still not seeing any torpedo warnings. I'm paying much closer attention to that since the last battle. It's your heavy cruiser, isn't it? Cruiser. Shit. I don't want to fight the heavy cruiser. Not with these destroyers. I really don't. So let's be a little patient and keep just sort of attracting attention from the battleships and heavy cruisers. The Zenta is doing very poorly. This ship has definitely encountered something before and sent torpedoes against my destroyer. So we're going to send the Nielsen and the Sebastian Meurer on a different course. You should be able to wipe out this light cruiser now. Minstrel, how much armor do you have? About 5 inches of main, 2 to 3 inches of... Yeah, not good enough. HE won't kill that. Eliminate the Zenta. I'm kind of hoping is that the AI is managing to launch torpedoes at these destroyers, so I don't have to worry about the torpedoes going after my bigger ships. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's launching torpedoes here? The Duck. Don't do that. She almost hit a friendly. There you go. The Zenta is down. Stor has taken some more damage, as another 16-inch shell almost eliminated her in one swoop. And that should kill her. Done. Okay, that's 2 light cruisers eliminated, but I took a torpedo from the light cruiser. Oh, damn it. What sort of torps do you fire? 20s? 20s. Yeah, minus 75% visibility. That's the problem. I can't see these things in time. Eliminate the Lucin if you can. Auto-select. There are more torpedoes coming at the Minstrel Duck. Could be in a bit of trouble here. Let's just continue harassing the Lucin with the HE shells that we have. The HE shells on this ship are interesting. They do quite a lot of damage, as I have set them to base fuse, which gives them quite a bit of pen for an HE shell. For this target, however, I think AP is much more suitable. And with AP, I probably have a decent chance to pen it as well. Let's say 12.5 kilometers out, 6.5 inches of pen. Should be good enough. Let's increase speed again with the battleship. Might need to pull this heavy cruiser away from the fight, just to make sure it survives. Because that flooding looks to be pretty serious. Now, of course, I would like to take these battleships down. But I'm not sure if I can right now. Because I only have one battleship. If I can eliminate some of their secondary ships, like the light cruisers and the heavy cruiser, I would take that. And then I can disengage, because then I've done a lot more damage than they have. Let's get back. I don't need to eliminate everything in one go. Focus on the heavy cruiser. Light cruisers have taken some damage, but I'm not concerned. Come on, take on the Lucin. Sad that I'm not able to bring all guns to bear. But I think it's too dangerous to also use the stern turret here. It's not worth the risk. Come on. Finish it. Well, I'll sign for hitting the target at the first place. Where's the destroyers? Here, we got the OPU and the Sebastian and the Nielsen. Why is the Nielsen slow? Split you guys up. You're gonna go there. You're gonna go here. You guys are gonna continue on your merry way. Kaiser has a very good chance to get penned. Not so good there. Pretty good on the Francis. Let's switch fire to the Francis also because it's a bigger target. And slow down, because I really do not want to get this close to the enemy fleet. We got torpedoes ranging out to 9.8 on the heavy cruiser. So they're not particularly long ranged. Doesn't mean they're not deadly. Maintain a bow in threat position. Ooh. Come on, destroyers. We need to get some work done here. We need to break up this formation. How good's the Kaiser at dodging torpedoes? Probably very good. If they have enough warning. Switch fire to the Kaiser, because it's only 14 kilometers out, and I can most likely pen that pretty swiftly. 6.5% chance to hit. Missed. Slow down even more. We need the destroyers to catch up. And this battleship is now attracting attention from two battleships, a battle cruiser and a bunch of escorts. I'm not too fond of that. Go on. 8.5% chance to hit. Hit it! 16-inch guns against these things are no joke. Ah, but they keep missing. Your torpedo range is only 10. You also got fast torps, so they're easy to spot, but harder to dodge. Range, 12.7. So officially we're in torpedo range. But they continue heading away. Oh, they switched fire to the Sebastian. The AI is always scared shitless of destroyers. Oh shit, we're approaching the Lucin too much. No, the Lucin is approaching me. Probably to intercept the destroyer. Have at it. High explosive loaded. Target Lucin. I need to eliminate this heavy cruiser before it starts deploying 20-inch 9.8 kilometer range torpedoes at me. Come on. Missed. Whatever, these torps might run long. Lucin might dodge. But we could hit the Erzherzog behind it. Torpedo salvo away from the Möhre. We need to rejoin the other destroyer div. Just follow up behind it. We're going to commence a port turn. How heavily armored is this thing? poorly. 10 inches of main belt, tops. And at 8 kilometer range, I can pretty easily pen that. Just need to hit it. Go on. Yes. Destroyed main gun. B turret's out of commission. You're gonna also throw some torpedoes out, Nielsen. Although, no, hold. We're almost in range to torpedo the battlecruiser Kaiser Max. I just need to sink the Lucin first. The OPU can smoke up. The OPU is also in range to torpedo the battlecruiser, but the battleships keep heading away. Nielsen, smoke up. Come on. Get it done. Missed. Damn cadets. Need better crew on these ships. I had torpedoes out in the water. I wonder where they've gone. Here. Nowhere near the heavy cruiser at the moment. Partial pen? What, using a 3-incher? Oh, they're out of ammo for the, what, AP? Always having trouble figuring this out. Yeah, sorry, AP. They got no AP ammo, so they're just firing HE. Which is more than enough to take down all the destroyers here. And they keep heading away. I need to start combining more battleships into battle groups. Make sure I have enough firepower to completely overwhelm the enemy. Because at this rate, just relying on destroyers to try and take them down is probably not going to work out too well. Oh, you just took a big chunk of damage there. 2 16-inch shells have found the target. Lucien has 2 damaged engines. The turrets are already knocked out, and she's pretty badly burning in several spots. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 14-inch shell from the battlecruiser eliminated the OPU. That's bad news. How good is your torpedoes? Or your torpedo detection, rather. Hydro 3. That's not stellar. For me, I mean. Richardson, pick up survivors from the OPU, if you can. And start to take action to avoid... Actually, no, we're going to torpedo Lucin, if we can. Detach, you're going to turn away. Launch torps. Because I'm going to have to turn away pretty soon. Torpedoes away. That's the spread. Good. Oh, what are you doing? Get this shit done. Get this thing finished. More torpedoes in the water. Origin, the Leica D9. Good grief. Your accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. My torpedoes might do something if the Lucin turns to starboard, but she at the moment doesn't have any reason to do that, just that. Smoke up and get you out of there. You got hit by a torp? Damn it. Okay, we're gonna retreat the destroyers. The Nielsen also got hit by a 16-inch shell and is just about surviving. Not by much. Lucin just got hit again. Come on, finish it off. It's a pretty expensive heavy cruiser at 56 mil. There. Target eliminated. Okay. 21 kilometers to the battle cruiser. 22, 22. I think we're gonna call it a day here. We need to fully eliminate everybody in one battle. I've already won the battle with eliminating 2 light cruisers and a heavy. I've lost a destroyer. And I have some others very badly damaged. The battleship is mostly intact and should be fixed in a month, give or take. So I suspect that we're going to see this ship again very soon. As for the battleships and the battle cruiser, I'm not sure. We'll see when the Austro-Hungarians come out again. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, a couple of strange things happened during this encounter. I was not really able to disengage, because one of my destroyers, and I believe it was the Nielsen, the one that was sitting on about 1% structural integrity, or sorry, 1% buoyancy, it was still too close to the enemy. And because it was so close to the enemy, the battle didn't end. So I let the clock run out, thinking that would end the battle. It didn't. And then I just decided to leave the battle. But leaving battle just gives you all sorts of weird results. Such as sinking cruisers that I don't believe I have sunk. I did sink Zenta, Storm, Meteor, and Lucin, so that's alright. I lost the Opu and the Richardson, as well as the Madison, the light cruiser. The Gosrith took light damage and the Minstrel Duck medium, but at least I got about 4.5 times the victory points that the Austro-Hungarians got. I just need to keep a very, very close eye on this, because I believe the bug is still there. We're going to withdraw from this fight. Let's see. Yeah, the Austro-Hungarians, you can barely make it out, but they got the victory points that I should have had. So I'm going to have to go into the editor and adjust this off screen. Anyway, this fight is not looking that good. We got a battle between the Jan Elfs and the Merkel against the Spalato, Stockerau, Teodo, and Leica D5. Torpedo and get out, maybe? If that proves to be an option. Enemy northeast. Great, we're going to run to the southwest. At best speed. And hope that we can just GTFO and not have this fight. Because we're here to harass transports. We're absolutely not here to fight enemy battleships. Sorry, heavy cruisers and light cruisers. And a force that is, at any rate, far stronger than mine. The destroyers made it out perfectly unharmed. I'm not exactly sure how I managed to get 85 victory points out of that one. But I think that the Meteor-class light cruiser here was already damaged prior to this engagement, and the game might still consider that as victory points that I don't really deserve. Yeah, here, ship damage. The Toyota and the Leica were already damaged in the previous encounter. Alright, I am going to end the episode here. I'm going to go into the save file and swap around these victory points, because this is not the way that it's supposed to be. In the next one, we're going to hopefully get some research done. I'm very much looking forward to getting a better rangefinder and mounting that on my ship. And at the same time, I can get the upgrade. I think I got the Mark IV 8-inch guns, but I'm not using... Yeah, no, I'm using 8-inch guns on some of my battleships. And the big guns, well, eventually they're going to yield some results, but it could take a while. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you guys soon for more episodes.